I let my database slide for a lot of years. So I got back on top of that, got that really dialed in, which I think is probably the most important thing for all agents. Get that database dialed in and go back through and call everybody in that database.
Okay, awesome. So today I'm joined from my new friend, Mychalyshyn. He's been in real estate now since, you got 1 year on me. So since 2002, has always been a top producer and a great advocate for the real estate industry and a super guy. So I'm really glad to have him join us today and give us some tips, because Mike recently did a relocation. He's dually licensed here in Alberta and in British Columbia, living in Kelowna now, which is, I'm a little bit jealous, have to say, because it's beautiful over there. I can see a little bit of the mountains going on in the background. So a lovely change of scenery. But I was hoping to pick your brain and get some insights on, how do you get success when changing and uplifting your family into a brand new market? What are some of the things you learned or had to do, differently or, re-engage on? So welcome. Thanks so much, Mike. I appreciate your time today. What do you got for the team?
Wow. Hello, REMAX River City. Good to see you all. And thanks, Shane. I think you made me sound a lot better than I am, but you know what? Relocations, it's been a challenge. I feel like a new agent. I've been doing this almost 21 years, and actually it's brought back passion though too. So have to get back to the grind. I wasn't bored, but every day it felt like Groundhog Day before, right? So now I got to get back to the grind, do the basics, and really do all those simple things that you almost forget to do when you're in the industry for a while. So
and so I love that you said back to basics, and that's come up in the conversation quite a bit lately as we go through market changes. And so basics are a little bit different for everybody. And sometimes basics are not actually the right word, right? And I think you mean like foundational, the right activities, right? Because a lot of basics for agents is sleeping in till noon and going to Starbucks and, things like that, right? And so what does that mean to you? What are those basics say?
Well, you know what? I let my database slide for a lot of years. So I got back on top of that, got that really dialed in, which I think is probably the most important thing for all agents. Get that database dialed in and go back through and call everybody in that database. And I make calls every day. I basically, just get on the phone. If I have nothing going on, I'm on the phone and just calling people, not even talking real estate a lot of times, just getting in touch with people, letting them know what's going on. And real estate always comes up, they bring it up, or everybody loves real estate. So
I think, and I know that that's part of your success, where it's like, you're not that hardcore driving your sales, you're staying top of mind, being a relationship guy. Right. And it's interesting because these things you can talk to people through them too, which is kind of neat, right? So
and it's funny, I don't love social media. It's not my thing. I know there's some agents that do amazing because of social media, but you know what? I love getting on the phone and just talking to people. So that's a big one. Something I started doing a lot more now is emails. I feel like social media is almost getting saturated a bit. Maybe it's just because I'm friends with so many realtors and all I see is real estate and realtors. So, but the emails, email newsletters and things like that, that's really been working.
And so how are you establishing yourself in Kelowna now? What are you doing to make yourself known that you're in that marketplace?
Well, you know what? I've been trying to say yes to everything. So if I get invited to something for a coffee, a beer, hockey, golf, swimming, boating, whatever, I just say yes to everybody and everything, whether I want to do it or not, but just get in front of people. So I've been just trying to say yes to things that typically I wouldn't say yes to, but you get in front of people, and it's funny. I'm on a men's hockey team here, and in the last 2 weeks, I've had 4 guys approach me about potentially selling. So that's been a great one. So
that's cool. I love it. Yeah, we're in a contact sport, real estate. So make contacts, right? And
There you go.
have you ever watched that movie, Yes Man, Jim Carrey?
I haven't. No.
It's great. Yeah, he just says yes to everything, and it's pretty fun. But yeah, anyways.
I've been trying to do that. So does it work every time? No, but hey, you always try, right? So
yeah. I love that. And then was there anything else that you're doing right now to just get your mind right, or get exposure, or connect yourself with a community, and reestablish yourself in a new marketplace?
well, you know what? Back in Edmonton, I was terrible at getting into the office and hanging out with realtors and doing all that fun stuff. But I mean, here we got a weekly office meeting. After that, we go out on tour and check out all the new listings. So weekly, that's great, right? You're getting ingrained, you're getting to know the other agents, just what's going on in the industry, hearing from everybody else, right? I mean, I might have a good month and the next agent's not, but so you're hearing the good and the bad and what's going on, just kind of keeping an ear to the ground more than anything.
Yeah. Well, and I know you run a team, but this business can be a lonely business, right?
Yeah.
And so, we often will say you're the sum of your 5 closest friends, right? Like, who you surround yourself with matters, right? And so if you're surrounding yourself with people that are business minded and doing the things, you start kind of involving yourself into that as well. So yeah, I think that's really great. And you get that cadence, right? It's a weekly thing where you're constantly having that check-in, right?
Yeah, no, definitely right. And I mean, it's asking for business too. I mean, I got away from that for years. I stopped asking people for business or asking for referrals, but I'm kind of trying to get back to the basics, right? Just kind of doing those few things over and over and over. And you look at the best of anything, and they really stay consistent and do those basics all the time.
So just to quickly summarize, what are the top 3 things an agent should do if they're relocating?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first would be to clean up that database, really get in touch with people, right? Get working back on your business more than in the business, but yeah, kind of get going on that.
Love that.
One would be really get involved in the new office or the community and kind of say yes to everybody and everything. Yeah, and the third one would be surround yourself with successful people, right? Just people that are moving and shaking and doing stuff, right? You're just going to learn a lot of what's going on. I mean, business is definitely done quite different here versus Alberta. So a lot of different things that you got to consider, even fire season. So if somebody's buying a home, fire insurance, you might not be able to get fire insurance if the fire starts up close to the house. So, so there's different things you got to really consider. So just get out there and learn.
Perfect. Love that. That's so great. I mean, this is great for new agents, people relocating, or just a refresh if you're in your own marketplace and just need to get back to it, right? And so I appreciate the insights. And I know that Mike's available if you have questions, and he'd love to give some advice. I'm sure if you're in Kelowna, he'll say yes to getting together for a beer. Those referral relationships. Love that. Yeah, if you know anybody relocating to Kelowna, I'm sure he'd be you heart referrals still, yes?
Love referrals. Yeah.
Perfect. Amazing. Love it. Thanks so much again. Appreciate your time and insights. Have a great day.
Hey, thanks, Shane. Appreciate it.